Everyone, we are here today in Franklin, Michigan, one of my favorite spots, Just Guys Apparel. It has everything for every guy in your life. Let's take a look inside. So welcome to Just Guys Apparel, and this is creator, owner, Jason Dickman.
Hey Wendy, how are you? Good morning, viewers. How's everybody today?
Pretty good.
Good.
Just stopped in and thought we would ask you a few questions about how you got your start here and your selection of Franklin, Michigan for your store.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you guys came in. We'll take you on a quick tour of Just Guys, and we'll give you some ideas of how we got started, how we got our merchandise, and so come on for a tour and we'll get going. So really how we got started was my wife and I had many conversations having two daughters and always finding a place to shop. What is the one thing that there's not around shop for boys? So there are really no boy shops in the area. We combed through the area from sizes 8 to size 20, and really, what do boys not want to do? I was a 12-year-old boy and I didn't want to go to the mall. Right. So that's really why we chose what we did, was let's create a space that was truly just for the guys. So our original intent when we opened was boy sizes 8 to 20 for suits and sportswear. In boys right now, we actually are the only store outside of Somerset and Nordstrom that carries Vineyard Vine. So we have one of the largest selections coming in addition to fall and winter, more for spring and summer. And then in men's, we brought in a little bit as well. So we do have more merchandise, again, than any other store outside of their own store. Kind of piggybacking off your question of Franklin, was that we chose Franklin because Charlevoix is our happy place. My wife and kids and I love going up north to Charlevoix, to Harbor Springs every summer. And we kind of felt Franklin had that charming appeal of small town Charlevoix, met with old world charm and the town that time forgot. So we really wanted to kind of bring that into place. So we came in and did a complete rehab onto the building and kind of kept it into that up north feel, met it with Franklin charm, and kind of combined those two worlds. So, so we'll continue walking through. And again, like I said, our original intent was boys sizes 8 to 20. So we do a huge business in Vineyard Vines, and also our dress shirts, our denim, and our joggers also do really well for the kids. So most of these kids can wear them in uniforms, and both the private Catholic and Jewish schools have been approving them, so which has been great. One thing I do want to mention is that in addition to the branded product, we really like to work with some local companies, and one of our biggest local companies is Ink Detroit. So Ink Detroit carries our Detroitish license, and it's just a fun product. Everyone picks them up. They're great gifts, and really we rotate this product out, but it's really a constant. Between 1 or 2 racks, we usually will always have some type of Ink Detroit and Detroitish product. They go as great gifts. Actually, many parents, grandparents in the area will pick them up and send them off to their kids who live out of state. I'll show you the other half of our area where we expanded, and that's really where we brought in the boys' suits and sportswear. We created the club room, or the man cave, which is really kind of where we get them ready to go for any of their events. So obviously we have cartoons on right now. So earlier this morning we had a fitting for 2 little boys that were getting ready for a wedding. So obviously that's what we have. We've got cornhole, we have video games, we have foosball. So again, this space was really meant to be created for these kids to enjoy it and to feel at home. And really, I kind of let them warm up so that I can kind of get to know them, and they really kind of sit down, they gravitate right to the couch, they start talking, and it's kind of a surprise to the parents for kids who really sometimes don't always open up and talk right away. Right. Is that it's kind of cool for me to kind of get to know them, and I give them a few minutes just to kind of open up to the space. Right away I've noticed that 90% of them feel comfortable in this space. So that's why we left it and we moved it back here, so that way this whole area is just really meant for the kids to kind of come and hang out and to feel comfortable, because again, putting on a suit and dress code, Dinah, I know we dressed your boys. Right. Again, not something that they love to do, but when they left with a smile. So that's something that it's something that we pride ourselves in, and that's what we enjoy.
Awesome room.
Thank you. So it was fun putting it together, and we start off with a lot of basics. So any type of products that they'll want to do for an everyday occasion, a special event. And then we have some fun sport coats that have a lot of just cool different detail, from some cool New York suppliers. So one of the styles this season for holiday was the little mustaches. So the kids really kind of gravitated towards these, and they all have little built-in pocket squares.
Oh, cute.
So makes everything just a little bit of added touch to the product. We try to bring in a little bit of basic, we bring in a little bit of fashion, and we just really leave it open to the kids to express their personality.
Right.
And we carry all sizes. Again, like I mentioned, we go up to size 20. And what we did this year is they actually added a size 22, which 22 is actually a size that goes right before a men's.
Okay.
But really going up to a size 22 will get those kids right before they go into those men's sizes. So for homecoming, we probably did about 100 plus suits just in homecoming alone for that. So that was a great idea to bring in from our suppliers this extra size that they created for us.
Great.
So we're kind of known for our tie selection because our ties, we usually only buy between 1 and 2 pieces of a tie. So usually what that means is I try not to dress any of the kids alike. So usually when that tie is gone, that tie is gone. And then I get in about 72 to 100 units every 6 to 8 weeks. So
Great.
our goal is that we really, a suit, a basic black suit, a gray suit, or a navy suit, we try to again dress it up with a different shirt and definitely a tie that the kids are not gonna have.
Okay. Very
So,
good.
yeah, that's what makes us, I think, a little bit different. And people have asked my background, being 26 years in the corporate world, why this? And I was in marketing and advertising for many years, and I ran websites, so truly different than running a brick and mortar store.
Right.
But my wife and I decided after all those years, we just had a passion to kind of bring something to the community that we felt really didn't have it, and there was a void there. And I will say that probably 90 to 95% of people who actually come, who are coming into the store are actually buying.
Awesome.
There's usually somebody all the time that will come in and buy, and that percentage, that 5% that does not buy, they'll usually be back. So it's usually parents coming in to check it out to see what it's about, and then when they bring their kids are, oh my God, it's so much fun, I can come, I can hang out. And again, those are the smiles that I like, and when they leave with those smiles, that's the reason that we created Just Guys.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Jason. It was
Thank you.
great for you to take this time and introduce your store.
Absolutely.
And it's one of my favorite spots. And if you haven't been in, definitely take a stop through Franklin and check it out.
Thank you guys, have a good day.